Hey everybody, time for the shop update here at Woodsmith. Where were you last October? Were you here with us for Woodworking in America 2024? If you were, you know how fun it was, and we're gonna be doing it again this coming October. October 10th and 11th, right here in Des Moines, Iowa, gathering a bunch of people in for speakers and presentations, and vendors showing off some new tools and doing some demos there. We're gonna be in a bigger, better space, so there's lots to be seen there. So you wanna block off some time in your calendar for that. But right now, we'll get started on the shop update with Mark.
Hey everyone, progress on the Dylan Design pantry. I'll show you the design, what it's gonna look like. I'm almost done. So that's the finished article. We're gonna have a cherry base that's going to be just natural cherry, and then the top cabinet, which is that guy, is going to be painted on the exterior. The interior is going to be left as cherry, so we'll just lacquer that interior, then lacquer the stand that it sits on. Currently working on the doors, which is turned into a little bit of a tricky project just because I'm trying my hardest to keep these long stiles pretty straight. So I milled half a dozen of these to begin with, and then picked the four straightest ones. So luckily they stay straight for the duration of this project. Waiting on the interior plywood to come in for the panel. You see here it's got a little detail where the panel has got like a little slit down it. I think these are going to be in two separate pieces, 1/4 inch plywood. This is all going to be painted again. The back side of the doors is going to be left as cherry and just lacquered. Nothing else to report on that really. There's some catches going in, some hardware, so pretty close on this one. So check it next week, it'll be done.
Whoa.
But I won't be here, so someone else can have to tell you all about it.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a lot to show, but I will talk about a couple things I've been working on. So working into the future for projects, I am working on an updated bandsaw table that will have an outfeed and potentially an integrated fence system. I know cutting circles on the bandsaw has always been kind of a preferred method for me with smaller stuff. So perhaps that might be an integration as well. That'll be a future shop notes project. Another one I'm working on currently is an industrial shelving unit. So I've been looking at a lot of post-war, World War II style furniture, maybe even some knockdown stuff to kind of generate some ideas for that. That's one I've been making the most progress on. There's a couple other projects. Again, it's never one at a time. It's always at least 4 minimum. So I think this time next week we'll at least take a look at maybe some models, if not some drawings of one of those two I mentioned. One kind of side thing I've been working on is trying to figure out the best way to cut basically a tiered system on a piece of wood. I did this a while ago when I was building stairs for my deck. I built my own custom stringers with the, again, custom rise just based on how high my deck was. And what I ended up doing was basically cutting from both sides with a track saw, but still left just a little bit of enough material. I had to release that using a saw and then cleaning up with a chisel, which worked fairly well, and we'll probably proceed to do that on this one. But if you guys have any tips on how to do this better outside of using a CNC machine, I'd love to hear it. So other than that, just moving forward with projects, that's all I have. And then, like I said, check in with me next week. Thanks.
All right, that's it for today's shop update. If you have any questions or comments, put that in the description below and we can address those in future updates. Bye, everybody.